this video, we'll be learning the basics of using the Crestron touch panel in Engineering 401. We'll first take a look at the bottom section of the touch panel. Here we have power controls for the projectors and monitors in the room. By pressing the power button, we can turn on and off the projectors and monitors. We'll also find mute buttons for the projectors. When a projector is on, press the mute button to mute or black out that projector. Press the mute button again to unmute the projector. Next to the power buttons, we have the main volume controls for the room. These let us increase, decrease, or mute the audio level in the room. Alright, now we'll move up towards the top of the panel and take a look at these three buttons. Simply put, these buttons set up the room for certain types of events. Face-to-face should be selected for classes or events that do not use IVC or interactive video conferencing capabilities. In other words, if a class or event is not being broadcasted, face-to-face should be selected. Teach IVC should be selected for IVC courses where the instructor is in the room. And Receive IVC should be selected for IVC meetings or for IVC courses where the instructor is located in another site. In this video, we'll focus only on the basics of using the touch panel for normal face-to-face courses. So, let's select face-to-face and see what we can do. Over on the left of the touch panel, we'll find three source buttons: PC, laptop, and .cam. If we wish to use a laptop, we need to connect it using the VGA cable on the desk, or if we choose, we can connect it with an HDMI cable. Please note that if we want to connect our laptop via HDMI, we need to bring in our own cable. When a source is selected while in face-to-face, that source will automatically show up on the front monitor and both projectors. If we want to show multiple sources on different displays, we'll need to open the Displays menu. From here, we can control which source is shown on a display. If we touch a display, like the center flat screen, we see what source is currently being shown on it. In this example, it's the PC. Now let's say we want to have the .cam to be on the center flat screen. With the center flat screen selected, we simply select .cam. Let's now display the laptop on the left projector. First, we select the display, in our case, left projector. Then we select the source we want to be shown, laptop. And voila! To exit the Displays menu, we'll simply touch the X in the top right corner. Alright, now let's learn how to use the .cam. First off, we'll need to pull out the drawer on the side of the desk. Then select .cam under Sources. When .cam is selected, the .cam menu is brought up. Let's take a moment to see what we can do here. We'll first find buttons to zoom in and out the .cam. Next to these, we have some focus options. When manual focus is selected, we can manually focus the .cam using these buttons. When autofocus is selected, the .cam will focus automatically. Next, we have some preset buttons. If we want to store a preset, we simply press Store, then the preset number we want to store it to. Let's store the current location of the .cam in Preset 1. First, select Store, then Preset 1. Now let's zoom the .cam out. We can return to the location of Preset 1 by pressing Preset 1. The last button on this menu is the Laser Target button. When we press this button, a laser will appear below the .cam. This can help us quickly find the center of the .cam. And that's it. If you have any questions, let us know.